Hey, how you guys doing? Hi, VehiCleX. Yeah, I'm on the 1.7.2, which is mainly to do with the shader, but I did, want to show you guys it with shader mode. Um, so yeah, we're obviously going to be making this tutorial for the current version, 1.7.9. Let me turn off F3. So I showed this a while back, and I was like, it's pretty massive and it's expensive as far as material, so I didn't think it would be a good tutorial, but I've gotten some requests recently that definitely say otherwise. So we're going to make this so you can customize it yourself in the tutorial, but I'm just going to show you how it works. So basically it auto loads water for you and it sends all the ingredients you want. So for instance, if I wanted to pick a potion, let's pick a complex potion. So I think potion of slowness actually takes 3 ingredients. Let's go ahead and use that. You'll see it should add in the netherwort, and then after a time it'll add in sugar and then your fermented spider eye. If it was to put it in any other order than that, you would get a different potion. So it put netherwort in almost instantly, and then because the hoppers are actually so far apart from each other, these took a little bit of delay. It doesn't really matter because of this, but you do have to let it finish that cycle there, the fermented spider eye, or immediately after picking your potion you have to pick your strength, meaning like improved effect, extended time, or splash potion. Because I did this slower, we need to let this finish the fermented spider eye. Once it's done with that, we can actually change it into, say, let's make it a splash, and let's extend the time. Slowness would probably be better with extended time. So you can see that it added in gunpowder, which will make it splash, and then redstone. So you can do this with all the potions, and then it automatically does this. Now if you wanted to, you could actually put a hopper underneath this and continue this on if you wanted to, but this is how I wanted it. That's why I put the chest here, so I could store my stuff. So once this is done, you can see we got slowness with minus 15% speed. Now if we increase the effect, it'd make them even slower, but we're just going to increase the length. So I think 15% speed for more than a minute is pretty good. But if we add some redstone to it, you'll see that it changes to 3 minutes. So we can go ahead and grab our potions, and now we have it just auto reloads, and then we can save these or just use them, whatever we want to. So we could just toss them in here, and it does every single potion. And in future updates, like this is an empty slot, you can actually expand these buttons up to 15 from the corner here, which means this potion lab will work pretty much forever unless they change dispensers and hoppers the way that they work. But anyway, let's go ahead and do the tutorial on this, huh? Alright, so for this tutorial I'm going to give you dimensions so that if you were digging this in a mountain or whatever, you'd have the dimensions of what you need. So the entire thing's actually 4 tall, but that's below the half slabs there. So if you wanted to build over it, it would technically be at 5. So the droppers without the signs is actually 17 by 11. If you have the signs, it's actually 19 by 11. So I kind of have this marked out so that I can make sure it's a perfect tutorial for you guys. But yeah, let's go ahead and just do this real quick. So from your 17 by 11 area, you're going to want to go 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And then 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. And then 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And then 3 on the end here for a total of 4. You should have that. And then the easiest thing to do is to come here and skip one and just put your redstone like this. And feel free to dig out that hole if you'd like to. Like I said, this is a customizable version, so I'll show you at the end that you actually can just put the potions wherever you want to. But yeah, anyway, so once you do that, we can go ahead and place blocks on the redstone. Like that, and then leave that area open. We will be building in it. And then same over here, just leave that corner open, just like that. So I like to just fill that in. And then we can go ahead and add our buttons. So from the end here, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, this is actually a dead button, so you can leave it for a future potion or just have it like that. And then 1, 2, and 3. Then come from over here and do the same thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then 2, 3, like that. Alright, so once we have this, we can actually come over here and add in 2 blocks, just like that, and delete this stuff in here, like that. Alright, so we can go ahead and place our brewing stand here, and then we'll want to grab our hoppers, and we're going to do our filling system. So just crouch, put one up above, and then one there, one on the side, and one like that. We'll need a second one up here because this is actually one taller than the last design. So that's where all of our stuff's going to be dropped in for our ingredients. Right here is the actual autofill. So let's go ahead and grab, see here, a chest I already have in my inventory. So the chest you can just place here, like that to the side. And we shouldn't be needing any more chests except for decorative stuff. So water bottles would be next. So you'd want a bunch of water bottles. Now I'm going to show you something. If you put the water bottle in here, it actually should go in directly into it. If it's not doing that, your water bottle, then yeah, there's something wrong. Meaning like your hoppers aren't facing the correct direction. So yeah, we just want to fill this up with all the water that we can put into it and just max it out as much as you want. You can also make this a single chest if you don't have that much. So the next thing is to do our redstone stuff. So this hole here is actually for, because if you want splash potion, gunpowder, redstone to extend time, or glowstone to increase potency, you do not want it activating what we're getting ready to put in. So this is actually going to be the area that holds the nether wart. This is one of those things that you can actually change on the device. I mean, you can move it over if you want to, but it needs to be one of the first things to actually drop an item into this line that we're going to build. So next thing to do is just do this. Like I said, this area here is completely customizable. You can have the potions in any order you want to, except the redstone area. So yeah, I'll show you what I mean by that. So once we do this all the way around, this area is slightly different, and you really don't want to vary from this much. So right here in the corner, we actually just want to put a dab of redstone, and then just put another dab to save, and then these actually have to be repeaters like that, and then connect them into a repeater underneath the first button there. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and just show you guys it just real quick. If we grab a dropper, what this is going to do is it's basically going to activate. Go ahead and put 4 droppers in there. So what happens here is when we activate this one, it only activates the fermented spider eye, which would give us potion of weakness. These ones can be put in any order you want to, but you want them to be on this side. See the 2? It actually, one button clicks it twice. So yeah, when you're building this, it actually needs to be weakness, harming, slowness, and invisibility. Now you can rotate these signs here, but you do want all 4 of these potions on that side. That way they all get fermented spider eye. So next thing we can do is just come over here. If you're looking to make it exactly like me, you know, you can. And if you do want this to be more resource friendly, you can do this like that instead of having full repeaters. So let's go ahead and put our droppers on since we're already doing that. So this side gets 5 like that. This side gets 3. This one gets 1 and then 3. So it should be all our droppers that we're going to be needing for this. So we can go ahead and grab hoppers now as well, and we're just going to run those in and we'll finish the redstone here in a second. So 1, 2, and 3. And then off of this we want to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 out. And then just make this little elbow. Now it's not necessary to make this elbow, but yeah, it makes the back of the device a little bit smaller so you can fill that area in or put chests there or whatever right in this area. So it just makes it a little smaller. But if you'd like to, you can actually just do this. You know, like this, if you like. But I like that little elbow in it. So we want to do the same on this side. This is basically going to make all of our items just go right in. So 6 should be right here, and then we want to come in and do this. Oops. There you go. So that's all of our design, and we just need to top off with repeaters and stuff. So right here, we want to delete this redstone and put a repeater with a block, and that's what makes this actually expandable. Without that repeater there, it would only go halfway. So there we go. It also isolates it so it doesn't update anything. For instance, it won't update this bottom. So now it's just a matter of just filling in this area, which I'm going to go ahead and save and let you guys, decorate this however you want to. I don't really have a whole lot of time, but just finish the other side, and then I'm going to go ahead and show you how you should do the signs. So on this left side, weakness has to be this potion here. So if you had your 5 here, you could delete that button because we ain't going to need it. And you want to put weakness, harming, slowness, and invisibility, healing, regeneration, strength, improve effect, extend time, splash potion, fire resistance, poison, swiftness, night vision, water breathing. Just like that. If we come around the back, fermented spider eye has to be in this one. Spider eye, sugar, and carrots. And then back here, glistening melon, gas tier, blaze powder, netherwort, glowstone, redstone, gunpowder, and magma cream, spider eye, sugar, carrot, and pufferfish. And those will all add up to the sign. If you don't like the way that it's arranged, you can actually change that. For instance, you can put approved effect on these last 3 buttons if you wanted to. You just need to dig the trench underneath it. But yeah, I would just do it like I did and then customize it later. And once you've got all your ingredients in every dropper and everything's matched up, you should get what you're looking for. So if I hit this, I should get water breathing. It adds in the netherwort almost instantly, but it takes a couple seconds for pufferfish to come in because it's so far away. It's one of the drawbacks to having so many hoppers and having a wraparound. At this point, we can go ahead and add, time and make it a splash potion. That way we can kind of share it with our friends, for instance. So I already made a potion, but anyway, every potion should work the same. I would say you could layer potions on top of each other, but you can only do that if the final ingredient's been put in and you don't have these in there. So in all reality, you can do 1 potion at a time. So anyway, that's pretty much all the time I got. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial, and of course comment, like, and subscribe, and have a good one. Later.